Okay, so something happened around midnight last night that made the internet go asunder, and that's that there's a deal that's been struck between Marvel and Sony that Marvel can use Spider-Man in their Marvel Cinematic Universe, and Sony still retains the rights and has the final say-so on any Spider-Man films related to that universe. This is something that's been rumored and talked about now for the last few months, and it turns out that it's going to be true. So this is big news. This is really big news because there's so many ways that they could go with this character. Now the idea is that Spider-Man is going to have his own film again in 2017, to the fact they actually pushed back other movies like Thor, the third Thor movie and such, to make room for it. But we also know too that Spider-Man's going to show up in another movie sometimes before that. Now, logic would dictate that it's going to be the Captain America 3/Civil War movie, because that's where it would probably make the most sense. But who knows? Marvel can surprise, I suppose. But it also leaves it open too. He could show up in Daredevil TV series. He might be in, the third and fourth, Avengers movie. So anything could happen with this point. But one of the things that does kind of suck about the whole deal is that, as of right now, the way I understand it is that Andrew Garfield's not going to be Spider-Man anymore, and I think that's terrible. It's not to say that nobody could play Spider-Man other than him. It's just that he spent a lot of time to this character, and they've already set up a universe around him. And my general opinion, and if I'm wrong about something, correct me, please. But my general opinion is that that universe that Sony's already established could still work in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. There's still so many bad guy characters. There's like Doc Ock, Venom, Carnage, Sandman, Kraven the Hunter, so on and so forth. And I just think they could have, through that series of bone, or at least with the actor or two, where they don't have to reboot it again. We don't have to see Uncle Ben die, unless for some reason they decide just to do away with that and just kind of just go head on in, which would be fine, I suppose. But yeah, it sucks for Andrew Garfield. I liked him as Spider-Man. But from a business standpoint, you probably want to get someone in there that's a bit younger, that could play the character for a little bit longer, because Andrew Garfield, he's young, but he's not that young, and eventually he's going to want to step away from the franchise, and I think they're probably going to just want to ink a deal with some other actor for multiple movies, like they did with Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury and Chris Evans, Captain America, and so on and so forth. So, but other than that, though, this is really cool. Now, if they could do something with X-Men and Fantastic Four, that would be great, but that's probably really never going to happen at this point, unless Fox gets desperate. Fox and Marvel don't really like each other. So anyway, I'm excited about it. I think this is good news. I think Marvel's going to do great things with Spider-Man. What do you think? Are you excited? I'd be surprised if you weren't. Drop me a line, like the video, subscribe to Nerd Theory. I'm Brian, I'm out.